That's it. Right, we're trying to contact the paladins. Should have a means to do it somewhere in our inventory. What I want to do is move closer to the area here, just in case paladins actually arrive here and there's gonna be a fight, so I want to take part in it. Right, who the hell has the device? I can always go and talk to them, but I don't recall the quest being like that. Call the message bird, something along those lines. Yeah, I think that's it. War Owl Whistle. Shining bright, this whistle given to you by Paladin Hardwin can cause the whistle of a war owl.
Paladin Hardwin's whistle-like device sits nestled in your hand.
Tear a page from your journal and write to a letter to Hardwin. Tell him what you've learned of the White Magister's activities in the Black Pits, and raise the whistle on your lips and blow.
Wings flutter. A war owl swoops. It plucks the letter from your hand and flies away.
Yeah, this is sort of the problem. What now? Guess we're gonna have to talk to the paladins anyway, so...
This was my father's house.
He sighs.
Well,
If he were the crying type,
Milk and honey. I'm going to go to the Black Pit. What the hell is the name of this place? Black Pit's Cave. I'm gonna go there with the spirit vision, see if we can find something. Maybe talk to the woman that was there about the language she seems to use. Because if we can't get something out of there, we need to talk to the guy. Jesus Christ, I forget names. Tarquin. And give him the items. Because currently I have no idea what to do with them. And I might miss out on something very good if I don't do it. It might sort of backfire on us. But we have heard of 3 weapons. Delis has 1. We might give another to... Yep, that took a long time. Tarquin. But that would still leave us with the pieces of a 3rd one. So even the worst case scenario, I guess will be more or less okay. This is what is this? Ah, it's bed. Necrofire? Definitely Necrofire. Lots of it too. Spirit Guide.
the first thing you notice is the figure's empty, eyeless sockets. The second thing is that your skin is crawling. The third is that your senses feel heightened. The fourth is that he is, or was, Black Ring.
Reach out to him.
As your hand nears the ghost, your skin begins to itch. But more than that, your world expands, your vision narrows and fades, and your perception of the cavern is enhanced. Your nerves hum as if stretched taut, and you realize this is, or was, the ghost's reality. He was a guide, his job to know the way.
Dig deeper.
You see him, on pain of purging, guide magisters into the cavern depths, there to continue their secret dig. You see him float above the traps, or vanish in one place and reappear in the next. And then, at last, you see him murdered in cold blood as the magisters left the cave. Their work here finished, his services no longer required, his wages paid with his own soul, which he was allowed to keep.
Stay until the end.
You feel his anger and his confusion and his raw and naked pain, and you hear the cavern echo with his cries.
Bid him to show you the way into the cavern depths.
He turns to you at last, those eyeless sockets staring into you, and as your senses crawl beneath your skin, you realize you know the truth already. You can do as he did. You can find your way over and around the accursed surfaces, those deadly stains that rise from the gods know what, deep underground. You have the power. You have what it takes.
Define order with Black Ring slaves? Lucian would be thrilled. Careful now, that's a trap.
No shit. Glad you're here to tell us these things. Right. There are no good ways to get around this. Never were.
Careful now, that's a trap.
Probably no, can't go there. Armored voidling. No, we can feast upon it if nothing else. I don't really expect to get anything useful out of this anymore. But... and there's the bots. Particularly see a point in trying to avoid this either. This might hold a key to some of the problems we are having. But we're still definitely in the wrap-up phase. We wrap up a few things and that'll be it. I don't think we have any larger quests available anymore. We might have to deal with the paladins a little bit. Might be a source of experience. Yeah, but we need 900,000 at this point to make any kind of progress. That's never going to be anywhere near relevant numbers, but it would still be something interesting. There's a spirit there. Okay, why did I come back here? We've been here, there was one of the monoliths, or whatever you want to call them. This sort of basic teleportation ability might be good to give to everyone at this point. Alternatively, no. Wolsey was never planned to be a spellcasting damage dealer, so even with the master level spells, she's not good at it. She lacks the traits and really the attributes to support it properly. It doesn't mean that she sucks, she just could be a
The
lot better.
towering relic seems to...
What we would really want is anything that increases the critical hit chance. Anything that increases intelligence.
The chicken pecks at something unseen on the...
Okay, forgot that we have a quick travel destination here. This is something we can't use anymore. Right. This is a more interesting path. And really, there isn't all that much of interest here.
The spirit of the White Magister says...
Everything's loaded. Alright, I think I'll be teleporting to the paladin headquarters. Talk to them, see if we can get some kind of a sense out of them what's going on here. They might know something about the item or the weapon they've been gathering. That might be an alternative way to get the same information I might be getting from, for fuck's sakes, what the hell is his name? Don't recall. Eternal this, eternal that. Right.
The statue looms in the shadowy dark as the tears dampen your...
Is there a paladin area? Doesn't really matter, I just need to get to the surface. Right. Paladin Heart. Right. What the fuck are you two guys doing?
I wonder where it leads.
Two people spending their time
beautiful.
there.
I wonder where it leads.
There's really no path here that leads anywhere. Bolton and Audrey. Oh shit. What is going on? Shadow called Deadeye. The Red Prince is not in the fight. Okay. This is more or less what I expected. There's no point in having the I'll do the message unless something like this is gonna happen. Level 15 opponents, so they're not bad at all. Air kicking ass. Hartwin is a quest guy, we can't let him die. They are killing him though. Like, god damn, she's in trouble. Fair enough. It's throwing around a lot of cold here. They're weak against physical. Only attacks enemies. Right. Spirit of Laughter, Godfrey. Okay, now speed is of the essence here, so we'll have to move a little bit faster than normal. And I think you want to be a chicken. He's frozen. What can I do? Technically there's something, but it would cost too much. Right. How the fuck is he too far away? I don't really care about the chicken. I need to get closer. And need to switch things up a bit. Maybe send the paladin there. Actually, I could go myself. Right. He's more or less dead no matter what we do. They really want to take Hardwin out. Like they're focusing on him alone. Don't think they can do really all that much in the end. Only 200 points of damage. It's gonna be hell for everyone here, but that doesn't matter too much. Shackles of Pain. Right. There isn't all that much I can do. Oh, for fuck's sakes, why is this so hard to make any kind of move here? Are any of our guys frozen? You. Don't be frozen anymore. You. Does anyone really need healing? I can't heal Hardwin at the moment. I'd have to use this on him, and I can't for some reason. Chicken is down. Probably remove the decaying from Hardwin. Right. How the hell is the target blocked? It's a bit risky. Yeah, we can freeze. Realistically, I can get rid of the shackles. Because atrophy. Yeah, this guy is much weaker than Hardwin, so we can definitely kill him. Why the fuck would you attack your own guy? Corpse explosion. Are others using it? Is that why I got the idea that I should be able to use it too? What are you? What spell type is it? It is Geomancer, Necromancer. Probably Necromancer would be my guess though. Okay, what exactly can we do? Yeah, the ice is starting to cause me a lot of grief. You're gonna take continuous damage from this point on, so heal. Improve your shielding of all type. I need physical attacks on him.
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
Now comes the time where you die. 480 points of damage is not actually all that much. Right, with the non-tied up characters, using the armor is a good way to kill them, even if they're shackled. I still wonder with the could I use some kind of physical attack on the tied up guys to release them? No, the idea occurred to me, just never bothered trying it. Hello, friend. He's gonna die. Trying to move in this environment sudden. That's the stupidest thing you could have done. Not cursed eyes anymore. Can't reach my ass. Just kill it. What the hell is happening here?
He looks up from his map.
Your war owl came. I confess, I had no idea just how grave this situation had come to be. The Black Ring, back, for all that's holy.
I still don't know what the Black Ring is. A lot of divine items. New fighting skills. Overpower. Deal... No, the damage doesn't matter in this case. If your physical armor is higher than your opponent's, destroy all their physical armor. Can set knockdown. Well, that's resisted by physical armor. That doesn't make much sense, does it? It probably only applies to knockdown. But again, it doesn't really make much sense, does it? Right. This is a nasty ability. More importantly, we need to be aware that the opponent is gonna have that. Challenge. Mark target enemy. If they die in the next 2 turns, you are healed and receive damage and armor bonuses. If target survives, they receive bonuses and caster receives damage. In 2 turns. There's probably another ability at least. Guardian Angel. Allies in melee range redirect 50% of received damage to you. This is great for our tank. Because currently everyone sort of ignores him most of the time. With this, they can't ignore it, even though they ignore it. It won't be irrelevant. What is this? Blessed water balloon. This would be great for just countering curses more than anything else. Arrow spray. What is the killer ability of Huntsman? Arrow storm. 15 arrows fall from the sky in target area, each dealing damage. But in a 15 arrows in 60-degree arc, each deals damage. I feel like this is actually much better. Now this has good range. There also has an explosive radius on the arrows, so it's not quite the same. This is better for against singular targets. This is a good area of effect weakening. Right, we'll do deals later.
I've informed Lord Kem in Arx. Thank you sincerely for your service.
This might be the only useful thing about this. It's not what happens here, it's what's available in Arx. Paladins have been informed now what's going on. Ask him for your pay.
He tosses you a pouch.
It's all there. You have your money and my gratitude with it.
It was like a pittance, totally irrelevant sum.
The spirit mouths the words to a morning song. If you listen carefully, you can hear her whisper.
I shall not mourn till war is done. I shall not weep while blood still runs.
Quietly sing the next line for her.
Softly you sing. I'll hold my tears when weeping comes. She registers your presence and gives you the sweetest smile.
And I'll avenge my darling one.
She turns back to her fallen self once more, her eyes glistening.
A lot of potential loot, good loot. First poison. So the Guardian Paladins died. I think there's a good chance you might be even able to save these looters if you act fast enough. know that there's a fight happening basically and more or less teleport right on top of these guys. Not sure what it would really matter. Doubt the game is gonna reward you with anything special, and they didn't really have anything special to begin with. Might get more by letting them die. More things to loot. Still, we got this to a fine conclusion. Flooding Cork.
The Magisters are out there on the blasted heath hunting sorcerers. So travel safe now, friend. Perhaps we shall meet again once more, in this life or the next.
Don't recall what he trades.
Say nothing to no one, but I'm doing Loar's good work too. I'll be helping the Pallies here with their uprising in Arcs. Happy to. Some of that stuff's not bad, friend. It's a little better now if I say so
Marksman's
myself.
Fang.
Good luck
Sky
to you.
Shot. A lot of crafting gear. We might consider taking skulls. We can use these to make the basic wands we're using. Some resistance potions. Ultimate Augmenter. I actually want to take these because usually the stuff you can create is okay, but you need to use augmentors on some other recipe to basically improve them. And Ultimate might be able to produce some really good results. Do we need anything else? Maybe fuse, something along those lines. We would probably need grenades too. Not too eager to do that. I mean, if I was planning to do that, I would have bought these much earlier. Superior pixie dust. What the fuck do these even do? How do you make superior pixie dust versus just pixie dust? I don't like this because by the time I might never know, or by the time I do know, all of there's no point to it anymore. So you learn what you might be able to do some other time when you play the game. That's more or less it. Why didn't I change the boots earlier? Mystery. I'll pay you gold. Probably have enough tradable items to get all the gold back. All the arrows go to Lose. There's a little bit of pocket change right there. More or less trash. Suppose we could also hold on to certain skill items. I mean, if you want to push the fullest of our, let's say, Meteor Swarm, or in our case probably the Hydro Sophist equivalent, we would like as many items as possible to boost Hydro Sophist at that point to get the most out of that important attack. There might be other ways to do it too. Some skills. Yeah, we could start with low health, use the Necromancy percentage attack damage ability, then cast the attack spell. It would more or less double the initial damage. Then we would need to just drink maybe like a super healing potion or something, and we'll be almost without any damage. Now it doesn't look like we have a huge amount of extra loot. There's a bow, we're gonna get rid of it. Yeah. This is actually a fairly good pair of gloves. I mean, the current one gives us telekinesis, but this is thievery, telekinesis, and wits. Plus a decent boost in defenses, so we wouldn't really lose any. I grant this isn't a great pair of gloves, but it's still better than what we currently have. The reason I'm sort of ditching all of these magical mage items is that they don't really give good boosts, and we're all about the boosts. First fire arrow. Standard crap. Right, more or less standard issue crap all around. The worst thing about the crafting system now is I'm like 100% sure we have good gear. Things that we could create, like the various stones, we have high quality this and that. I can't really make anything out of them. I suppose I could spend a huge amount of time experimenting, but I'm not eager to do that, not at all. Not unless we have a strong reason to do something, or suspect something, then that's a different matter. But just out of the blue for no particular reason, no thanks. I'm gonna take a look at the divine items the paladin here is selling.
Please, I'm busy.
Two-handed sword. Atrophy, slowed, dodging. That's a weird one. Two-handed sword, strength, okay. Strength, two-handed, something else. It lacks the critical hit ability, otherwise it's a fine weapon. One-handed. Certainly better than our current weapon. Does not have a rune slot. One-handed mace, they're fine. Good one-handed axe, one-handed bonus, cripple, slow, cleave damage, strength bonus, is slotted, does earth damage, base damage is higher, 10 points higher than the current one. And it has a rune slot. Also costs 7,000 gold. And more importantly, Beast doesn't really do this. I don't recall the last time I struck something with him. I do it fairly regularly though, but not basically because I have nothing better to do, not because it's effective. Searing daggers. Finesse helmet. It's fine. That's not a good reason to upgrade anymore. This is a strength one. Scoundrel, Pyrokinetic Geomancer, Huntsman, Hydrosopid, Air of the Urge. They're sort of wrong type, that's the only thing wrong with them. They're a minor upgrade, I guess. Leggings of Insight. This is mage gear. It's fine. It's an upgrade, but nothing particularly interesting. Ooh, the shield is a good one. Really good one. Has blocking chance, huge amount of physical armor, magic armor, constitution, resistance, leadership, accuracy. You could use this. Like a genuinely good item for you. He has a piece of shit item now, with no bonuses, and level 16 item is probably good for at least a couple levels from this point on. Yeah, this is worth investing a little bit of money into. Strength gauntlets, nothing particularly interesting. With sneaking, initiative, dodge, it's okay, I guess. Sneaking, movement, hit points. Again, this is fine. Shrug. So how much is it gonna be? 5,700, not too bad. Really acceptable. Divine level items where most of the boosts actually benefit us, it's worth it. How much damage does this do? 268 to 300. 400 to 440. Right. Slight increase in damage. Fine shield. Can I buy the extra abilities on you? The ability to block forcefully? No. Better shield for you? Slightly improved. I'm not sure I care enough. At the same time, hit points and poison resistance don't matter either, so I might as well, I guess. There should be new fighter skill books. I don't recall if I bought them or not. I definitely need them. Right, I have not bought them. That's fine.
Please, I'm busy.
Busy. Overpower. Potentially very good, and Red Prince needed scoundrel abilities to get the action points necessary. Pull out of his ass. Guardian Angel. Challenge. You are healed and receive damage and armor bonuses. I don't know if this is good. The thing is, this doesn't cost anything. So if you're going to kill someone anyway, there's no reason not to use this. Right. Bit of an expensive thing to buy, but I'd consider it worth it. Gotta buy something. Ooh, could also go around to stealing money from these people. I don't think I want to bother with that. I mean, at the same time, I don't know how much I could steal. The amount seems to double pretty much every time you... Well, not exactly double, but I could get it to 4, maybe 5 gauntlets and a belt. So it's 1,100 gold now, 2,350 with a single skill up. And with another, it's 3,000 something at the very least. So you can easily take tens of thousands of gold from the shopkeepers here, all the few targets here, or alternatively a lot of good potions usables. So it has potential, I guess. I don't know if I care enough. As said, it is definitely useful though. You'll take the challenge. You're much more likely to keep killing stuff. Also, overpowering is much more useful for you. Actually, no. No, it's not. It's the other way around. This guy's physical armor is trash. This guy's physical armor is fantastic. If your physical armor is higher than your opponent's, destroy all their physical armor. So that's the only thing this is useful for. You have a massive amount of physical armor. Right. Challenge seems like a good ability to have on constantly. More or less, we just get extra things when we kill people, and that's it. I don't really see a downside. One of these has to go, and I'll take the first aid in its place. Ah, can't take it anymore. Okay, what are you carrying that weighs so much? To make regular arrows too. Regular arrows literally have no point in this game. You have an infinite amount of regular arrows. But we can probably dip them into something else to make specialty arrows out of them. Not sure what I would like to do. Oil is probably the simplest thing to do. Why do I have so much carry weight? Probably the extra shield. It doesn't really matter. We have enough crafting components I can move around to get rid of the extra weight. Okay, maybe it's the skill books. Right, at this point, oh. At this point, this is more or less where we try to figure out what the hell we do with some things. What the fuck is the point of a phoenix heart, for example? What is the point of the phoenix egg? What is the point of the amulet of the rain, something something? There were a lot of sort of little things that I probably forgot about. There's a sleeping guy in the inn, for example, things like that. There's one thing I want to do before I forget. Scoundrel skills for the Red Prince. No, we really should meet with Tarquin. I'll leave things here, but can't think of a single big thing that we should be still doing. All the side quests or companion quests have been done. The main quest is done. I should talk to Malady. Actually, we won't talk with Tarquin quite yet. I'm going to the Lady Vengeance and talk to these people here, see if they can say anything about the specialty weapons I've found.
So, Losa, have you figured out what to do about your little parasite? You don't need me to remind you how important it is you don't let it fester.
Tell her you did what she said. You attempted an exorcism, but it didn't go as planned. The demon resisted.
She stares at you, her face frozen, then blinks once, slowly, and snaps back to life.
Well, then we'll have to think of something else, won't we? Don't worry, Losa dear. Mama Malady will think of something.
Tell Malady you have bad news. Meister Siba has died.
Her eyes flash with something, anger perhaps, or fear.
But never mind. We'd better focus on the task at hand.
She looks straight ahead, ignoring you.
Say you've learned what you set out to learn and you know the way to the named isle.
Well, aren't you industrious? Of course, not everyone on the ship's manifest has returned, as you can see.
Who's missing?
Tarquin slunk off to Stone Garden, as I recall. The graveyard. Quite curious what ghastly business he's getting himself wrapped up in now.
Take your leave. Right, even she pointed out that Tarquin is not here. But we absolutely have to talk with Tarquin and do whatever needs to be done.
I'm glad to have that bloody farmhouse behind me. I thought that place would become my grave.
Giant healing potions. They're not even that expensive. Large resist all potion. Holy shit. 75% resist for 2 turns all. I don't think this will be all that useful though. Usually you have a very specific thing you're trying to resist. 50% dodges would probably be useful. Immunity to everything pretty much. I'll buy this. It's only like 600. Stone skin potions also seem very useful. Yeah, you lose some speed, but you're pretty much immune to a lot of status effects, annoying ones too. I might as well trade this in. So next up we're going to have to talk with Tarquin. Clearly it's important enough that the game doesn't allow me to really just ignore it. Also have a feeling if Tarquin is going to screw us over, the game will basically have us face Tarquin pretty much then and there. So I'm not too worried about what's gonna happen to us.
Be on your way now, my dear. Perhaps we'll have matters to discuss again later.
Do you have the corpse explosion? Oh, this is a good one. Level 16 strength, wits, hot. It's for a wrong type of character. Intelligence and initiative. Hit points. This is okay, I guess. Intelligence hydrosophis, 100% chance to turn water and blood surface to clouds into poison. Cleave damage, critical hit chance. Hailstorm. Isn't as good as the meteor shower. It has 5 less attacks. But we would be better at this. There was something besides that was new. Deep freeze. Characters in a cone that are frozen and below 10% vitality shatter and instantly die, otherwise they receive water damage and become frozen. This is not all that useful really. It's one of those spells that's so situational that it doesn't matter. Icebreaker sets off a chain reaction that causes ice areas to explode in the water puddles, dealing water damage and setting shield. This might be useful. Very useful. Flaming Crescendo. First target to explode. How would you make a cursed fireball spell? Enemies have used it against me. There's probably a way to do it. Like, you take a fireball skill book and then you use some curse item with it, and you can make an alternative combination spell. It's pretty much a fireball, but it just creates a cursed fire field instead of a normal fire. So it's nothing special damage-wise, it just allows you to create curses. I'll buy this. Actually, I probably have this as an extra. But what would you combine it with? What would single curse in a combination? Remove poison surfaces and clouds. Gain poison damage bonus. Yeah, this might be very useful. Sometimes poison is a big problem for us, so ability to just wrap it all up and get rid of it would be very wanted. Tornado, we already have it. Not sure I care about the thunderstorm. It hits enemies, so it's much easier to use in a fight. Yeah, this needs. I'm going to do some inventory management on my own, clearing the quick item slots and things like that, because this is just horseshit right now. But I won't actually do it while recording. I need to think about it a little bit too. We had something else. Siphon poison. Probably you. Where's Jahan? Found anything useful for me?
No, sir. Good to see you again. Of course. Told you I would, didn't I?
We could go for something really big, although I don't think it matters at this point. Alien life essence. Okay, it's even more... Okay, what you can ask is based on the level. So... Alien... life essence?
Sure thing. I'll start hunting that down right away. Don't wait up.
Keep distant. My own demons haunt me too closely. I cannot also bear the burden of yours.
It looks like the same crap we can buy from everywhere. Where the hell I've seen corpse explosion?
Good to see you again. Marvelous ship you have here. Worthy of a king.
Wonder what he makes of Melody.
She intrigues me greatly. I'd say it was brave of her to send you after a demon hunter, but bravery implies something to be feared. She's fearless. One eye is sun, one eye is moon. I wonder which half of her nature she yearns will prevail.
Ah, nothing all that useful. Curse this, curse that. Pretty sure I've checked for corpse explosion in his inventory already. Totems of a necromancer. Silencing stare. Silence cone. Doesn't seem particularly useful. There's nothing wrong with it. It's again, I'm thinking about how fights have gone so far. I can't see all that much of a use for it. Last rites. Will bring an ally back to life. Deal a lot of piercing damage yourself. But they'll be resurrected with maximum vitality, so at this point it'll be much more than the life you would lose. And this is a magic armor attack against all enemies. I sort of want to test this Totems of Necromancer no matter how useless it is. The thing is, I'm running out of money if I do this. It's 10,000 easily. At the same time, what the hell am I gonna do with the money if I don't start buying these? I'm going to have to buy them at some point anyway. Maybe. Guess that's it for now. There are void folk in here that I can feast on and replenish my source points. That should give me enough to actually start testing with some of these abilities.
With his eyes closed in terror, he mutters to himself.
7, let the void walker not find me. 7, let Sally come that we may leave this bloody place. 7, save us. 7, save us. 7, save us.
Sure how they view sorcerer abilities. There's a surprise crafting Bible here. price oven. I'm pretty sure there was a void walk in ambush somewhere around here. Also got destroyed chicken spirit. Right. Have I already feasted on all of them? Yes. So this was a waste of time. Not quite. Here are the rest of the voidlings. Okay, it's Tarquin time. Good or bad, we need to see this to the end. This is the last mission I have, last proper mission we can do. After that, it's just screwing about to try to get extra money and maybe try to wrap up some of the minor quests. Try to figure out how to produce the witch's potion without actually having the recipe, trying to talk to a lot of people we met in the town that I've already forgotten, trying to find the missing boy and all that crap, all the minor stuff.